Hello, so it's been quite a while since I last posted. Been kind of putting off a little bit of maintenance on my tank. I did a little bit today. It's not looking great, but it's looking alright. All the fish are still lively, haven't lost any. But the riparium plants have gone unhinged. Cat palm's still doing great. The pothos, I've gotten a couple more. They're kind of growing all over the place, and it's just gotten crazy. All that, and then this one as well has gone all the way up here, growing like insane. The Monstera has definitely gotten big. Sprouted a couple new leaves. That's one of them. This is a brand new one, but it's getting fenestrated leaves. Honestly, it hasn't been that long since I last posted. It's only been a few months, like maybe 2. But the Monstera has gone absolutely insane. I can't keep up with it. Basically, it's just growing and growing and growing, which isn't a problem. But the reason I wanted to make these videos is just simply because I don't see any riparium information really out there. And for one, I don't know very much about them. I'm kind of just learning as I go. For one, I've got this little Monstera alba growing. It's got a brand new leaf coming out soon. This is a prayer plant. It does pretty well underneath it, or in the riparium. This one's going insane. But yeah, everything's growing like crazy. It really hasn't stopped. But the riparium has definitely grown quite a bit, especially up on here. Even though it doesn't look like these are growing, I let the cats bite at the palms just because they are very curious, but it is still doing healthy. This is a very new leaf. It's still doing incredibly healthy. I had to move some stuff around. I mean, this one's growing brand new ones as we speak. But yeah, I got pothos growing everywhere. I've got everything's growing like crazy. The root systems are insane. The whole tank is just looking immaculate and beautiful. I had to do a little bit of aquarium maintenance. Yes, I'm aware of all the black algae and all the algae that's been growing, and some of the plants aren't doing very healthily, like this Amazon sword. Even though it looks very bad, trust me, it is looking very good. Looks like I missed a little bit of the root that I was supposed to take out. But it is still doing very good. It's putting out new leaves still. It doesn't look great, but it's an aquarium. This is an ecosystem. Ecosystems don't always look great. If you go to the lake, you can smell it, you can see it. They don't always look good. And the point isn't really to make it look good. The point is to make it lively. Now, I have no issues with any fish. All my fish are doing absolutely wonderfully. Speak of the devil, that's my L200, which I haven't seen in a while. But he's very, very, very happy. All the fish are happy. I mean, it's just, I love it. It looks very good. I had to add a little air stone to get a little bit more oxygen pushing around. Mostly just because I've noticed that since I did that, that's when I got my fenestrated leaf, was when I added that. And I got a second one there. As soon as I added a little bit of oxygen, it seems to have kind of kicked up a little bit into high gear. Really, the way that I like to think about it is that first you're running fuel. If you're thinking of like a motorcycle or any mechanical vehicle, really, of that matter, you've got regular fuel, and then you add race fuel. There's not much of a difference, but it's enough for you to notice. But yeah, I mean, the tank, you know, algae doesn't look good. No one likes looking at it. It's unsightly to some people. But to be honest with you, and to be completely transparent, algae's good. It takes up that extra nitrogen in the nitrogen cycle that it's not being used. So even though it doesn't make the tank look great, and you know, you can't really tell from the video very much, but the tank doesn't look very great. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look, you know, I'm not trying to win awards. I'm just trying to have my fish and my own little bit of peace in my own room. I love looking at them every day. They're always very happy. They don't ever seem really upset. I don't notice any real differences between then and now. The only thing I will notice is that my fire mouth has decided that he wants to come out instead of sitting in his back little cave that he's been sitting in, and I have a feeling it's because of this guy. He thinks he's the big head honcho. I mean, you can even tell right here he's trying to hold his ground. And if you look close enough, you can see the back of the eel, which is back there. But I mean, it just looks amazing. And my experience so far with these riparium plants has been nothing but good. I mean, look at this pothos. I mean, it's super thick. There's no, and it has not stopped growing. It actually has gotten so big I need to actually probably either trim it or, in fact, I might even just let it grow all the way across this light just because I'm not going anywhere for the next year. I just signed another lease, so I mean, I'm staying here for a while. So I might let that happen. This pothos, I mean, it looks cramped, but it's really not too bad. It's already putting out another one. Everything other than that, everything's been looking good. This pothos is doing beautiful. This isn't even the same pothos as this one. This is a completely different one, and it's going crazy. The prayer plants have been doing all right. The only plants that I did lose was the nerve plants, which I had a feeling was going to happen. They're not really meant to be riparium plants. I only put them in there as an experiment, and I'm not really too sad about losing them. The cat palms have been doing obviously very good. This was closed up when I bought the plant, and it's opened up and is doing very good. Hasn't lost anything. I have no rot. There's no rot. There's a couple bits of algae on some of them, like this. This cat palm's roots are pretty rotting, or not rotting, but algae covered. But if you look at it, and you look at these right here, these are all brand new root systems growing. It's adapting. I mean, look at it. It's putting out a brand new sprout. It's just doing amazing. Ignore the Red Ryder BB gun. That was from when I was a kid. I just thought it looked good, especially because it brings a lot of happiness in my life, just because it was a big part of my childhood, going out riding ATVs, obviously, and dirt bikes and stuff like that, and then shooting cans with the BB gun. But yeah, it's just it's doing well. And I just thought I'd give you guys a quick little update. So thanks. This has been Camelot Aquatics. Deuces.